Ah,
Pô, tá louco, cara?
well, at least that was an easy
Pedi
fix.
desculpa. Eu pedi desculpa, você
Okay,
veio me atirar?
didn't connect the video source.
Uh,
Quem que foi que atirou então?
Mom is not a
Quem foi que
tech
atirou
wizard.
então?
No, you're a cat wizard.
Ah, não foi.
Yes.
Ó, cara.
She doesn't like staying in here.
Mom is not a tech wizard. That is why I have a Sean.
Não, eu vou arrumar meu
Okay.
carro agora.
Back to my. Is it a good thing I have other talents?
Oh, yes.
Tá apontando a arma pra mim pra quê, Steve? Tô te
We
estendendo, né?
all have talents and abilities. Luckily, we don't need to all have all of them today. And we are just about at time to start. I start right around
Atira no mato ali, ó. Atira naquela pedra ali, ó. Pô, dá um tempo, cara.
5 after. That's about how much time I give people to get here. And
Tem que ensinar vocês a fazer o seu próprio serviço.
right now, I'm going to go ahead and ask everybody
Valeu, Steve. Vai com Deus.
to go ahead and put yourself on mute. So that we don't get any background interference noise coming in. I will go ahead and continue to let people in, but at this point, I'm going to go ahead and get us started for day 2. Just like yesterday, I know that I thank you so much, Krista. Go ahead and put in your name and email so that we can go ahead and make sure that the special gifts for those of you that attend live do go out to you. We will be doing all of those at the end this week. And some of them I will tell you about, and some of them may just be a nice surprise. But there will definitely be special gifts and surprises for those of you that join us live, because we do love having you guys here with us. So today we're talking about the aura. The aura is that energy that moves out from past your skin. You feel and sense outside of you. Like the chakras, the aura is a tool that you can use. It gives you data, it gives you information. There are many, many different ways that you can use your aura. Every single one of us has one. And our aura is both problematical and a major gift. When we are aware of our aura and its properties, we can make choices. We can decide. Some of us have simple natural aptitudes, and we do things without even thinking about them. Others of us have to really learn how to work with these abilities. You know, every single person has chakras, energy centers throughout their body. They have the meridians that run between the chakras. Didn't cover that too much yesterday. We had more than enough information to get into. Every single one of us has an aura. Some of us keep our aura tight to our bodies. Others of us keep our aura spread out and diffuse. The more diffuse your aura, the more likely you are to be called an empath. Because when your aura is diffuse and out there, you are feeling everything that comes into your aura. When your aura is tight to your body, you are getting less data, less information. And you are less likely to be impacted by everybody's emotions, feelings, physical ailments that are in your vicinity. So, one of the things, again, this first part that we're going to go into today, you can find when you go online and you look at aura. It's not tough information to locate. I have refined it down, chosen what I think is important, because you're learning from me. This is not all information from the internet, because my team always puts their foot in. They always give me their take on things. But the first thing we're going to do is briefly work on seeing our own aura. You may or may not be in a good place to do this, but we're going to take a moment or two to give it a try. Don't worry if you don't see it. Seeing your own aura is not the most important or impactful part of having an aura. Seeing other people's aura is not where you get the most information. The colors of the aura, which we are going to go over, just like we went over the colors of the chakras, are not where we get the most data about auras. It is where we get some of the most fun. To see the aura on yourself, you would hold your hand up in front of a wall. You would want a white, so you would want a white background. And you would want to hold your hand up in front of it. So if you have a piece of white paper like I do here, even though you can't see it because it's letting my hand show, there you can see the white paper. You'd want to put your hand up in front of the white paper. You would want to soften your gaze if you're like me and you have really terrific eyesight. You might take off your glasses. Soften your gaze, look at your hand. You're really going to be looking at it, letting your gaze soften, and you're not looking at your hand, you're looking around your hand. You might see colors. You might see something that pops in. You might see flashes. You might see a disturbance. After you get to the point where you can see something, you can do this with other people, where I would take and have Sean sit in front of me up against a white wall. And he can be reading, or doing something else. It doesn't matter what, but I would just sit and look at him for a length of time. It doesn't matter how long. With my gaze softened, I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at the space around him. It can be against a white wall. It can be against dark paneling. And I'm looking to see what I see in that space with my eyes softened. As I say, I would never do this with my glasses on. I would do this with my glasses off because I want that blurry, out of focus type of focus. Okay, if you're not going to sit, you got to go. So how many people here have the ability to do this for a moment or two? If you're not on camera, give me a thumbs up or an icon that lets me know. Should we take like 3 minutes? Would you like to do that? Okay. So I'm gonna put 3 minutes on the clock, and then you guys can tell me what you get, okay? So I'm gonna put 3 minutes on the clock. We'll be back at 3:18, and then we'll take a couple of minutes to share. And just remember, there's nothing wrong with you if you don't get it the first time. All of your psychic muscles are muscles that we have to stretch and work with. Okay, let's come back together. Go ahead and bring your gaze back to full focus. And who would like to share whether you saw anything or not? I want to hear what that was like for you. Krista?
So this is a dream come true for me because I've wanted to be able to see auras before until now I couldn't, didn't know how. And so I don't know that it was exactly as much as I would like, but couldn't get anything with my right hand. And so I thought, okay, left is receiving, let's try it. Um, so the first thing that happened is my left hand heated up a lot, and the middle finger felt stronger in some way. And then when I let it happen, I could see like an in-between color, in between pink and purple, like lavender. That's as far as I got, but it's more than ever in my life. So to
Well,
me, win. Yeah.
it is a win. And remember, these are muscles. So the fact that whatever happens today is a beginning. Even if nothing happens today, it's still a beginning. The very first time you tried to walk, at best, you fell on your behind. At worst, you didn't even get off the floor. So muscles have to be used in order to become strong. Anybody else? Anything to share at all?
I feel like I was trying too hard, D.
Raphael, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, is that better or no? Is that better?
A little bit.
Okay. I feel like I was trying too hard. And then as more as I kind of like closed my eyes more, or I could see, some whitish type of deal going on.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
But I don't,
That
I
makes
don't,
sense.
but I don't know if it was more of the blurriness that was because I was so low on my eyes. I was like, oh man,
Right.
it's
Yeah,
really blurry.
we do tend to try, and it's when you stop trying that the magic happens.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, and I only gave you 3 minutes, which is hardly any time at all. And Susan says I had to almost close my eyes completely, but saw a little line around a few of the fingers,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but not the whole hand. And it turned a light lavender. Lavender is a color today. Good job, guys. Really good. Really good. This is, for most of you, I think, a first flexing of this muscle. And if it's not a first flexing, it's not a muscle you have used a lot. So I offer you the opportunity to go ahead and use this muscle some more on your own. Auric colors have basic meanings that are generally agreed upon. If ever that generally agreed upon meaning does not feel right, follow your intuition. Just because there's a generally agreed upon meaning does not mean that is right for you. Orange indicates someone who is creative, action-oriented, and positive. Pink is kind, caring, loving. Indigo, sensitive and empathic. Red, energetic and fiery. Yellow, sunny, confident, charismatic. Green is loving, compassionate, nurturing. Blue, powerful, insightful, flowing. Purple, intuitive, empathic. White, pure, wise, spiritually connected. Black, tired and low. Rainbow, busy, energized, confident. But remember, your aura isn't a report card. Your aura doesn't define you You define your aura. And when someone looks at your aura, it's not a grade. It's not saying, this is how you're doing. And the values they put on the colors may have nothing to do with what they mean for you. How you feel, how your energy is flowing. These are the things that reflect in your aura. Your truth, your alignment, your wholeness. In general, people's aura expands when they're in their power and dims, contracts when they are disconnected. So I am in the book, I'm on day 2. I'm going down through the information. If you were with us on day 1, you might remember a little bit of how I talked about using our aura as a shield and using our aura to gather information. Are you taking on too much of other people's stuff? You know, one thing I probably hear more than I hear anything else from people, whether they call themselves an empath or not, is about how they are affected by other people's emotions, other people's physical ailments, other people's stuff. One person I know very, very well would dread going to the market. There were days she would sit in her car in front of the market and go home without food, just to avoid having to go inside and deal with the blow-by of everybody's feelings and emotions, because she didn't know how to keep from receiving everything. This is your aura, a client that I used to have. When Sean and I would work on her, we would have to go out here to even start to work with her aura. Most people, you work on their aura at about a foot. When you're doing Reiki, when you're doing stuff, you're at about a foot away. This lady, we would have to be a good 3 to 4 feet away from her to be at that same aura distance, because her aura was so diffuse. And she would talk about how hard it was to be around people because she would take so much in. I didn't know as much then about how we have the ability to work with our aura. Your aura is a tool. Your energetic space is sacrosanct. I cannot say this enough. You own this more than you own anything else. Your energy belongs to you, and no one has the right in this space without your permission. You need to learn how to create your space and still be a welcoming individual. Because most of us don't want to be, excuse my French, an arrogant son of a bitch that everybody steps away from and doesn't want to be anywhere near. We want to be welcoming, we want to be loving, we want to be someone that attracts people toward us. And we don't want to take on all their crap. Because when you take on all their crap, you are literally denying them the chance to take and live their lessons. If you take their lessons away from them, they do not have the opportunity to learn from those lessons and to grow in the contracts that they have made for this life. So, the next thing I want you to do, this isn't just a talking class today. Today is a working class. I hope you're here willing to work. Yesterday's was, I talked a lot. Today you get to work. So, I want you to put your hands out. And I want you to feel. Can you feel the point at which this is your aura? And then when you get out here, it's not so much. There's a point at which this is your aura. And you can just kind of feel like this is where you really, this is your space. You can see where mine is. This is just where my aura naturally sits. Tell me, give me a thumbs up when you've got it. I want to see from you, Crystal, and you, Susan, as well. I don't have to see you unless you want to show me your faces, but you can use the react button to show me the thumbs up. And if you don't get it today, it's okay. Okay. Now I want you to pull your aura in. I want you to just pull it in. I want you to pull it tight to where it's about here. I want you to consciously bring it in tight. It's not going to be real comfortable. Can you feel that? Can you feel the difference? Raphael feels it. Krista feels it. I can see Suzanne. Okay, Crystal's got it. Now, I want you to send your aura out. Let it go to the edges of whatever room you're in. Yes, it does feel like a tension when it's drawn close.
My hands go numb
Dá desse jeito.
when I open it up.
Your hands want to go out with it.
Mm-hmm. Very numb.
When it's out, you almost feel a little bit like you're naked, like you're not quite safe. Now I want you to allow your aura to go out through the walls into the next room. Is there anybody in there? Can it pick up any information? You're safe. Not your ears, just your aura. And after you've let it go out into the next, like where I am, I'm actually sending it outside. I'm checking to see if there are any squirrels or any turkeys around at the moment. Because there's not much else going to be out where I am right here. And then pull it back in. And I want to know, now you may be home alone and you may know there's not going to be anybody else there, but I want to know if anybody was able to sense anything with their aura. So this is actually a way you can use if you are worried about going in. So the pulling it in tight is a way you can use to help protect yourself. If you are going into a situation where you don't want to take on other people's stuff, you can actually pull your aura in really tight, and then it works almost like a shield. By pulling it in tight like that, your aura can work like a shield to protect you from other people's stuff. But when you send it out, it can also give you data, information. Is there somebody in the next room that you need to be careful when you go in? That you need to pull your aura in tight and create that shield before you go in there? Is there someone who needs you to be in a receptive, loving place because they need your support? Your aura can give you information and data. It takes a while to learn to read what's coming in. Today, we've learned that the muscle exists. You are not going to know how to read all of the data coming in. The very first time someone sat you down with a book, you had no clue what all those squiggles and wiggles meant. You had to spend first grade, second grade, third grade learning how to read them before those squiggles and wiggles turned into words and paragraphs, and it became stories and fascinating information. It's not going to take you 3 years of working with your aura before you are able to get this data and transfer it into workable information. But the more you do it, the more it will become workable information. So it becomes a tool, not just something that happens to exist on your body, but a tool that is serving you. Often, sensitive, intuitive people are told that your aura needs to be protected. Crystal, we have a workbook that I didn't get to you. You signed up so late. I didn't get the workbook to you. Sean will make sure that that gets emailed to you tomorrow so that you have this, what I'm reading from, and you're able to access this information.
I send the workbook every day, so you will
Yeah.
have it by tomorrow.
I just put it in the chat.
Raphael put it in the chat for me, so you are always on it, my friend. So, but your aura is not something to fix. It doesn't need to be repaired. It's not broken or fragile. Yes, it is a sponge, but that's exactly what it's supposed to be. You get to choose. Do you want it in close where it's not going to pick anything up? Do you want it sitting where it normally does? Or do you want to send it out and actively make it a sponge, or keep it at any level in between? You can choose. And once you have worked with it, you can learn. Basically, I have a necklace. I can want to have it here. I can want to have it here. I put the chain at the right place. You learn how to hold your aura at the right places. Can I tell you exactly how to do that? No, because Suzanne's not going to do it exactly the same way Raphael's going to do it. And if she tries, it's going to be damned uncomfortable. And if I try to do it exactly the same way she does it, I see mine where I want it, and I have like little hooks that I put on it. I'm not sure how Sean does it. I'm very sure it's very differently than I do. It's like I have doors to close my crown. Sean has a drawbridge.
Yes.
You know, every one of us is unique and different. I could give you these kinds of little ideas. You might want a zipper. It's, maybe you'll want ties like spaghetti straps. Every one of us is different. We all are going to hold things in place in a different way. Someone might want a belt. I don't know. But whatever works for you is perfect. You find the method. I do tell everybody, a golden cord from your belly button to the belly button of your astral body. It can be gold, it could be silver, it could be a string of pearls, but it has to be a cord that goes from your belly button to the belly button of your astral body. And do not go to bed at night without, because every single one of us is working. And we want you to come home. You are way too important in this world to let you ever leave it by accident. If you decide to leave it, it needs to be on purpose. And when we die by natural causes, that's on purpose. So, if your aura isn't a fragile shell, it's your sovereign space, then you remember who you are, you reclaim the parts of you that you've hidden, and you live in alignment with your truth. And your aura gets to take care of itself. You are now utilizing your aura for the purpose you came in with one. It's vibrant, magnetic, and clear. Not because you've cleared it, but because you're living your soul's truth. And I thought I put a whole lot of other things in there on the aura. And I guess I didn't. Well, Suzanne, nice to have you here. Enjoy yoga.
Thank you so much. And it's a beautiful session tonight. I just wanted to say really quick, I really resonated with several things. First, when I walk my dog every morning and the sun's coming up, so it's early, and I practice open my heart to the sun coming up. And I never really thought about it as my aura going out into the universe, but yeah.
Well,
It's
I'll
really
be
beautiful.
interested to hear if you start literally expanding your aura, what
Yeah.
you'll do conscious.
Yeah. I was just on Amazon Books real quick to look because you can do aura healing for health and wellness, and there's a lot of different things that you can do with it. So
Oh, yes.
I never really noticed my aura, but doing that hand exercise, I didn't really see much, but I did see a little bit of a yellow. It's almost like a energy coming from the body, you know. So
Yep.
really amazing
And as I
information.
say, and we're just barely, starting to use that muscle.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Have a nice evening, everyone. Take care.
Take
You
care.
as
See you
well.
soon. Mhm. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Namaste.
Namaste.
So one of the things that we did talk about some in the Confident Psychic, and I'm going to go back just a little bit more on it here, is that our aura is ours to use both in protection, and I want to cover just a little bit more about how useful it is in gathering information. And we did practice that. Today is much more about practice. I do have, and hopefully when we practiced, it came through perfect. So I do have a really nice meditation for us today. And it is attune your aura for protection and intuition. So I'm going to go ahead and invite everybody to sit back and close your eyes. We may get finished a little bit early today, and that is okay.
to connect with your own energy and nothing else. To remember that you are not at the mercy of the world and all of the beings that inhabit it and that surround you in it, everywhere and all around you. You are a sovereign being, and your aura, the sacred field that surrounds and protects you, is one of your greatest tools of power. Can you feel it? Are you aware of this energy all around you? Find a comfortable position, either seated or lying down. Let your hands rest gently. Close your eyes. Let your breath begin to deepen. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth slowly. Again, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth slowly. Feel your body soften as you arrive home within your skin. Relax your shoulders. Soften your belly. Let your legs get heavy. Allow yourself to fully feel your body in the space around you. Now, bring your awareness to the energy that surrounds you. Feel into the space about an arm's length all around you, your immediate auric field. This field is always with you, always reading, interpreting, sensing, and usually spread out to great distances, gathering information, making sure you are safe, feeling into the attitudes and moods of those coming into your sphere. It is trying to keep you prepared. Make sure you always have warning, are never caught off guard. You have all the information you need right now. And right now, right here, it is safe. And I invite you to call your aura inward. Visualize your aura gently beginning to contract, not in fear, in love. Draw it in close, like a warm protective cloak wrapping around your body. With each breath, gather your energy back to yourself. Call it in from other people's conversations. Call it in from the past or the future. Call it in from those around you, whether they be in the same room with you, in the same house with you, or simply in your mind. You don't have to think about where it's been. Just call your aura back to you. I call my energy home. I call my aura home. And feel your aura hugging close to your skin. Supportive, protective, clear. For every person, it will be different. You might feel a warmth, a tingling, or a sense of safety. Let yourself settle in this condensed field. Breathe here. Let your mind rest. Feel the peace of your own vibration. Now, anchor this field deep into the earth. Imagine roots from your spine and your feet connecting you below, and a golden thread connecting you above to your higher self, your guides, your source. Know that you are held. You are sovereign. Nothing enters this field without your permission. And know you have the power to pull your aura in, just like this. Anytime you need a break from the noise, the energy of the outside world. I'm going to leave you to experience this quiet for a moment or two. Now that you are grounded, protected, and fully present within your own energy, let's explore the other gift of your aura, your ability to sense beyond yourself. You can open your field to gently perceive and receive without merging, without losing yourself, keeping your sacred, sovereign protection. With awareness and intention, your aura becomes one of your most powerful, intuitive tools. Now, with your next inhale, begin to gently expand your aura outward, just a little bit. Then a little more. Feel the field begin to widen like a soft mist extending beyond your body. Let it grow until it fills the room that you are in. Breathe into this expanded state. Let it stretch around you, still connected to your center, but gently brushing against the world. From this place, notice what you feel. You are not in other people's energy. You are sensing it through your own clear lens. Sensing that they are there, monitoring what is happening without taking it in. Try extending it even further. Into the landscape beyond. Feel the room, the energy of your home. The trees, the sky. Notice what shifts when you allow yourself to attune with your environment. I expand in awareness. I remain grounded in self. This is using your aura to awaken your intuition. Awake, spacious, wise. You are not open to the world. You are attuned. You can feel the energy of others without taking them into yourself, knowing what they are, understanding that they are there in your environment, gathering important pieces of information. This data is yours to use as you choose. Move out as far as you are comfortable in doing so. And then stop and stay there for a moment or two. And when you're ready, begin to gently draw the aura back in again. Not closing down, not retreating, just returning to center. Let it come back to your body as you did before. Gather in your energy and let it settle softly against your skin. Safe, clear, you. Now you decide. Do you want to hold your aura close in, spread it loose, or just relax? I'm going to give you a minute or two to sit with your aura. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Place one hand over your heart and one over your belly. Feel the clarity of your field, the strength of your boundaries, the wisdom of your intuition. You are a sovereign being. You are connected. You are grounded. You are clear. You may return to this practice anytime you need to realign, protect, or expand. When you are ready, begin to gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring awareness back to your physical body. And when it feels right, open your eyes. If you resonated with this meditation, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I would love it if you would leave me a comment telling how it felt when your aura was in tight, or when you sensed it, when you spread it thin. Welcome back, beloved. Namaste. Good.
Hello, all. How are you feeling? Thumbs up. The more you work with your aura, and here is, and of course, Sean will be sending that one out for you.
Galdério bem enviado, né, meu? Esses Galdério.
With the recording tomorrow. The more you work with your aura, the more this will become natural and the better you will get at it. So basically, that was another opportunity to work with it. Your aura isn't just something extra that you have. So I've got something really exciting that I want to talk to you guys about. You know, over the years, I've been helping people with a spiritual journey for a long time. And I've been working with everybody one-on-one. You know, you have many of you have come to me and we've worked together and we've worked on your issues one-on-one. When you've had something that you need that is challenging, we have worked together. And when I work with people one-on-one, it really does serve them and me. However, it can be a little challenging on occasion financially, and it doesn't do a real good job of building community. And I have been really working hard to figure out what is the best way to come up with a group program where I can put together not many people. I think 7 is a maximum number of people that I think would be really good to work together at one time, where they would really be able, and it would be via Zoom because the people that I love are all over this world and all over this country, where you could really start to create a community of people that could support each other, as well as having me to help you on this journey of flexing this muscle and becoming really comfortable with the fact that psychic abilities are abilities like any other in your life. So Sean and I together are launching the Oracle Path. And it is going to start with the help of Samson,
Mhm.
getting in the way to make it very difficult to know when it's going to start. We're looking at probably the last week in August. And I think we were looking at Tuesday nights, the 26th, most likely.
Mom,
Yes.
we forgot to start recording immediately.
We didn't start the recording, and we are going to be working with the Phantom, and I
Or
figured.
Facebook. Facebook's work today.
Yep. So we're good.
Yeah, I just realized that we had forgot to start, so I was letting you know.
Yep. I figured it out quite a while ago, and it was. So we will be starting the Oracle Path most likely the 26th. I will take some input from those that decide they are interested. I'm just so excited to launch a group program to work with people. We're going to really work at giving people time to integrate. They will have the option for half-priced power hours with Sean and I, so that not only will they get 12 weeks of working with the group and having a group to support them and their own Facebook group, which will only be the people in the group, and a place to put, you know, very safe, whatever you want to put in it. Let's just say that we are super excited about this. And if you are interested, just send me a DM and we will be so happy to talk with you about it and to share multiple ways to pay. Of course, we give you a break if you pay it all up front, but so that's my offer of how we can be of service to take you further on this journey. For those of you that might want to be interested in knowing more about what Sean and I offer. Of course, there's always the opportunity to work with us one-on-one. And anybody who is here today, we do always offer our assessment. And that, of course, is a 20-minute session in which we take a look at your spiritual gifts and where you are and what is your next best step. And those are complimentary, and everybody is welcome to one. So if you'd like that, just again, DM me and I'll send you the link to book that in. And that, of course, is always my gift to everybody. And I tell you what, you're here with us, you're in person. If you would like one of those half-price power hours, DM me half-price power hour, and we will do that for you here too. So those are some ways to take it further. If there is something on your spiritual journey that is wanting a little more attention, and you would really like either Sean or I to give you a hand, our purpose is to serve you and to take you to that next step in your spiritual journey. It is what we love. So anything, any questions, anything I can do for you, let's take the next few minutes for that. And then I will call this, and at 5 o'clock, we will meet back up for our VIP. And I will wait until then because not everybody who was here, who is in VIP, was here today. So we'll wait till 5 in case they couldn't make it here, but they are going to plan on VIP. So any questions, anything for today? Krista, you're muted.
Yep. So during part of the experience that you walked us through, something really cool happened. I think I'm becoming a little more active with astral travel. I may have went home again because during part of that, what came through is me, and I was allowed to be inside of like a geode. And the outer part of it was a very brilliant blue color, and then it came down into like clear crystals. I don't know what they were, but wow, it felt really great to be inside there. That felt really safe. More than that happened, but that was the thing that surprised me the most. I guess I'll share a few more things. So, when you asked us to expand our aura out, past the room, maybe outside, maybe into the next room, two things came in. The animals outside, rabbits, birds, squirrels, they're talking to me. We come to the window. We say hi to you. You talk to us. We want you to come outside. We're waiting for you. When can you come out? Then, from somebody in the next room, I was receiving thoughts from actually two people. A person, the thoughts were when, and I won't go into detail. It's negative, but I was safe. The other person, the thoughts and the things that I was receiving, I'm okay, but I need a hug too. Pretty flippin' amazing. Thank you, Deirdre.
Remember, when you do this, that you need to be aware of what you're doing so that you're not taking on, but you are monitoring.
Yeah.
Because you are purposely using your aura as a receiving, and you want to be monitoring, not taking in.
Right. So, a friend of mine described that to me, and I've been trying to practice it a little bit all the time. It's stepping out of yourself and viewing your immediate environment from an observer role. And so I'm practicing, and I think it does help because it diffuses things that otherwise could be larger.
Right. Yeah, when you do this with your aura, you are literally observing and getting data. And if you take in the emotions, you are negating the usefulness of the. So, Susan, do you have anything to bring in here, or just want me to leave you alone? And same question for Crystal. I'm going to take that as a leave me alone.
Mhm.
And Crystal, same for you. Anything, any questions, anything? So, and I'll take the heart as a you're good, but nothing to add at this point. So if everybody is good, I know it's early today, but I don't want to keep you just to keep you. So I'm going to return your time to you. It's odd for me to misjudge how long it's going to take to deliver content, and I did today. And that's okay. I will give you back your 40 minutes to go and do something amazing with. And I will see those that are in VIP at 5 o'clock. And I will see those that are not in VIP tomorrow at 3. And I'm going to go back over the content for tomorrow and double check. I think I have way more than enough for tomorrow. Namaste.
Namaste, everyone.